One second, everybody. Okay, testing, just to make sure you can all hear me. Alrighty, welcome back everybody to another stream in Lightning Speed Racing. We are here for round 6 of the Le Mans Ultimate Championship in Season 3, and as you can see out on track, there are a lot of hypercars. We got a hypercar sprint, so what this means is that we effectively only have hypercars out on track. No LMGT3 cars, so for the high-performance prototypes that are on the circuit, that means that they have 0 GT cars to navigate. So no multi-class racing. The only time across the season for these prototypes that we will have no multi-class racing. We will return to the multi-class element in Brazil in 2 weeks' time, because next week we have another race in Bahrain, this time for the GT3s only. But today we're focusing on the hypercars. It's a sprint, as it says in the title, and it's a 45-minute sprint as well of this event. So, yeah, a lot to look forward to in this one. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful day as we continue on with the first stream of the weekend. Of course, we got many more streams to come for the F1 side of things. The last ever weekend for season number 11. My, how time has flown by. But, of course, today we are focusing all on the hypercar entries. Let's take a look with Marcus right here in the Sottofrescini Tipo 6 LMHC. This is the car that won last time out at Le Mans. Last two races ago at Le Mans. The car that won last time out was the car that currently sits on top. Right now it's a GT car. This is a glitch. It's actually the Cadillac of Ponset, Antoine Ponset. So Ponset in the 38 Hertz Team Jota car is the championship leader, the car that has won the most races, and there's a lot to look forward to. Also, if I didn't already mention this as well, this is outer Bahrain, so the 45 minutes of outer Bahrain, so a little bit of a different loop from what we're used to seeing at Bahrain. You'll see a little bit of a difference. We don't really use the outer loop compared to the rest of the grid. Now, in this session, there's going to be a few changes. Currently, we have around 17 cars in this race, a lot of hypercars on the grid. That includes a few reserves and the majority of the hypercar field as well. The car that you're riding on board with right now, actually, hold on a second. Oh. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. LMU has crashed. Well, that's wonderful. Hopefully you guys can all still hear me. Well, that's just nice. LMU has crashed. Send error report. Yes, I would like to send error report because, of course, LMU has crashed. Hold on a second. Let me get that back up and running. You probably see a black screen right now. Hayden, yes, you can join late, by the way. You can join right now. It's got 6 minutes left. I'm hoping that we can quickly get in back to the session. Of course, LMU decided to crash. I mean, like, the one guy who streams decides to crash. Yes, I know it's a black screen. I know it's irritating, but give me a second. I'm just trying to get Le Mans Ultimate back up and running. Should get that up momentarily. Come on. Come on. Let me quickly rejoin the session. Hosted. Sorry, guys. Good thing this happened during the, what's it called? Oh, this is the code, by the way. Hayden, if you'd like to join. Of course, it doesn't work. This is, I'm glad that this happened during the qualifying and not race. Spectate, come on. Oh my goodness. Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't for me. So, gotta go out of here. Then I gotta go find the session once again because this is how this game is still kind of broken in that way, but that's okay. Now we're in. See, that's why it's so confusing. Okay, hopefully we get this data back up and running as well. Let me see. There we go. Should be back up and running momentarily. Oh my goodness, why is it not working? There we go, now it's loading back in. It's taking a moment, though, to join. That's, I think, the reason why, or what's going on, at least. Le Mans Ultimate is not responding. That's nice. That's really fun. Okay. We are back. Lost a little bit of time there, but it's all good. Hold on a second. Let me just quickly remove all these details. Let's see here. What do we have? Let's remove the track map as well, because we don't need that. Okay. So, everything looks pretty good. Let's see. Riding on board with the BMW Hypercar. This is the number 15 entry. So, the car that's currently in, let's see, what position is this 15 car? 12th position, with Samuel Pereira behind the wheel. A new driver to the 15, by the way. So, great to see him. BMW currently sit 11th and 12th as it stands. It is Ponset that is currently leading away in the 38 Cadillac by 5/10 from Frukov in the Ferrari. He's the driver that won last season, but he's got competition this year. Ponset and Jerome. By the way, speaking of Jerome, I was just about to mention him when we had that unfortunate thing that happened there for the 94 Peugeot. But this car is going to be full-time. Jerome is back on the grid full-time. Love to see it. Absolutely amazing. And Le Mans Ultimate has crashed again. Absolutely wonderful. Why has that happened? Of course. Oh my goodness. I don't understand what is going on with this game today. It has been a nightmare, at least. Let me rejoin. If this keeps happening, I don't want to stop, because of course we've had a wonderful stream going so far. And we have a wonderful race coming up, but Le Mans Ultimate is not working with me today. Quickly rejoin and deal with all the errors. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting race. You know, we have a lot to look forward to. You know, we got Ponset leading away. We got Jerome there as well with the Peugeot. Frukov is very quick. A lot of drivers on the grid that are not normally in Hypercar, of course. You got, for example, our host today. Nico Perez on board the Van Wall Hypercar. Great to see him on the Vanderbilt 680. So that's awesome, of course. Let me get the data back going again for the second time, of course, because, well, yes, that's how it goes apparently. Power data, session info. Dear goodness, why is it not working? Why is this game broken? Okay. There we go. Okay, we are back again. Let's see here. 1 second. So it seems that everyone's pretty much done, and it seems that Ponset will be on pole position. Everyone's returned to the garage, I believe. Except, there's a few cars still out on track, actually. Oh, never mind, it's just a glitch. Okay, so everyone's still out on track. So, Ponset currently in the 38 Cadillac, the Hertz team Jota entry, that is, currently on provisional pole position by around 0.5 of a second. What is that Lamborghini? Hold up a second. Where... Excuse me, what car is that? That's awesome. Oh, Ponset goes for a little spin there. I want to find that Lamborghini. That car. Yeah, that car in the background. What? That was a cool livery on that car. I don't know why, but there we go. Okay, now it's working. Where is that Lamborghini? Let's see it out on track, but... We have 4 cars in the pit lane, all reserves, of course. That explains, see, that's why Nico Perez is here in the number 4 car. Why cannot... For some reason, I'm not able to type on... So we'll just have to go through, like this, the old-fashioned way. Where is that Lamborghini? I want to find that car, because that is rad. And for some reason, I can only scroll between these cars, apparently? Okay. Oh, there we go. It's this car. This beautiful 397 Lamborghini. This is from our driver in the comments section that was hoping to join. Gotta hand it to you. What a beautiful livery on that Lamborghini. Nice to see. So we have 2 SC63s on the grid today. We have the number 19 of Johnny Luna, of course, who scored pole position at Fuji. And then we have this car, the 397 Lamborghini car. I love the number, by the way. Of course, a reference to Studio 397, who, of course, helped out with this game. Did a great job with that. So, as it stands right now, Ponset is currently leading us away. And I think that should be the end of qualifying. So, I think he's going to start on pole position for today's race. Remember, viewers, 45 minutes of racing. So that's it. Things are concluded here in Bahrain for the 45-minute sprint in the Hypercar class. It is Antony Ponset, I think. Sorry, my bad. There we go. Okay, so Ponset is going to lead us away, the 38 Cadillac. Antony Ponset, Mikhail Frukov, Jerome Lenarad as well. That's the top 3 for our Hypercar grid. We're going to keep an eye on this Cadillac that's in the garage. He's going to go to the grid. He's going to teleport there in just a second. But yeah, this is going to be really cool. Let's take a look at tire info as well, so you all have that data. And we'll get energy remaining on there as well. But yeah, a lot to look forward to in this race. As you can see, we have 18 cars on the grid, so more entries than I was expecting. I'm very curious to see how the some of the drivers do. We have 4 drivers that didn't qualify. That's Daniel in the 83 Ferrari, so the second 499P. Nico Perez in the 4 Van Wall. Alex Alfonso, of course, was battling for the overall win at Le Mans and could have gotten the result as well. He starts in the 12 Cadillac, so the second Hertz Team Jota entry. And then we have Brian Thompson as well, who's back on the grid as a reserve. He's on board the 101 Cadillac. So we have 4 Cadillacs on the grid. We were expecting 5, but I believe that we're only going to get 4 on the grid this evening. So, or this day, whichever it is for you, of course. No, you can continue. No problem. No problem. Continue. Are you in the Discord, by the way, Hayden? If you're in the Discord, we'd love to have you race with us more often. Talk to me about that later on. So, let's take a look at the 38 Cadillac. The race is about to start here in Bahrain. The first of 2 Bahrain races in the LSR Season 3 Championship. The 38 Cadillac is going to lead us away. Remember, though, we do have a very close fight at the front of the field. Ponset, Frukov, Leningrad, Perdozo, Osorio, Kennedy, Mendoza, Luna, Morowitz, and Waltersdorf completes the top 10. That Isotta Fraschini, which won at Le Mans. Ponset is going to lead the field away. Let's see when he goes. Let's take a little bit of a different camera angle here. Look at this grid. Oh, there's a Glickenhaus off the track, though. Hopefully that car can get back there. But look at this. We have a wonderful starting grid for this 45 minutes of Bahrain. This is going to be an epic race here in the streets of Sakir. Let's go. Green flag. We are racing. Ponset leads us the way. Great start from the second row of the grid. Look at Perdozo going to the middle of the track there. The Cadillac leads down to turn 1. Perdozo's made it up to second place already. There's a Toyota off spinning in the background. The Alpine is up to now third because the Peugeot Leningrad has got up into second position. Great start from him. He got a really good exit out of that corner. There is a Lamborghini off the track there. That is the 397 car, but it's still running. No issues from what it seems. Ponset continues to lead from the Peugeot of Jerome Leningrad. Then we have the, let's see here. Let me switch camera angles. Hold on a second. Look at Jerome, though, trying to make the move on Ponset. Let's go on board with the 9X8 Hypercar. Oh, and, of course, Le Mans Ultimate has crashed. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful, of course. Send report for the third time. Why is this game so broken? Okay. If this keeps happening over and over, I won't continue, of course, but I'd like to continue, of course. Why? This is, also, he didn't know there were custom liveries, no custom liveries allowed. Yes, it's all good, all good, no worries. It's not like we'll hand out a penalty or anything like that. Just next time, check with us, and, you know, it's not like a huge problem. It's all good. We want to keep it as equal and as realistic. I know, I'm trying to get back into the race, guys. I'm sorry. Spectate. I'm trying to do this as fast as I possibly can. Adhere for the glitches. We're good. Okay. Okay. Quickly back here for this race. I feel like it might be when... Part of the glitches might be when I'm switching to onboard cameras for some reason. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. So it is, let's see. The grid is kind of mixed up right now on my screen. And it will show right now that everything's kind of mixed up. So hold up a second. We're almost there. Almost there, viewers. There we go. Now it's okay. Right now it's glitch. It's trying to compensate. Synchronizing. Come on. Come on. Get all this data off the screen while we're here. It's taking a moment to synchronize. I don't know why it's taking that long. There we go. Okay, now it's back. Okay. So, Ponset, here's where we left off. Leads in the 38 Cadillac. Has a good gap, I believe, to Jerome. So, no change at the front in the top 3 positions. Where is Frukov? He's actually disappeared down the order a little bit. Let's take a look. He is down to 17. So, unfortunately, he had an issue. He's maybe spun or something like that. I didn't see exactly what happened. Also, we have had our first retirement of the session. It's the number 7 Toyota. Oh, sorry, the number 8 Toyota. But there you go. There's our first camera angle of everybody. Oh, a car going off the track in the background. There was that Isotta Fraschini, I believe that was. Let's take a look and see real quickly. If I can quickly get this data out on screen. Switch to the Isotta. It's okay. We have a move going on here for what is, I believe, P8 at the moment. Fritz versus Daniel. The Ferrari versus BMW. There's a BMW going off the track there. The Ferrari is looking to go on board with the looking to make the move. We also have a lot of battles going on in the back of the pack as well. Here comes the BMW of Pereira trying to make a move on Hayden here. Gets a little... Oh, there goes the Lamborghini. There goes Johnny Luna, it seems. Alex Afonso in the 12 Cadillac as well is trying to make his way through the field in this hypercar era. Johnny Luna, let's catch up with him. Let's see what he's doing. in the number 19 Iron Lynx Lamborghini. Where is he? I can't click on his name. He's retired. He's actually out of the race. Okay, that is so unfortunate. Johnny Luna here in the number 19 Lamborghini has retired. You can see that Drury as well in that 8 Toyota is also out. So that leaves just one SC63 in this race. Back up to the top of the field. Let's take a look at what we're seeing. The gap is, let's see, I think around 5 seconds. The gaps are totally mixed up right now. Let's see. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, now it's compensating. I don't know what's going on with the gaps. It's all over the place. Let's see. This is not me, by the way, guys, in case you're wondering, like, why is this all having these issues or whatever. But no, this is just LMU having a lot of technical issues right now. Perdozo on the back of Jerome. So Mario's trying to make that move in that 36 Alpine. Mario has been really, really quick in this season, and he's been really outperforming that Alpine. He hasn't really had a really good teammate to back him up, but he's been up there in the Alpine crew. Now trying to take second. It's 2 French cars going down to turn 1. Sounds like a punchline for a joke of some kind, but no, it's not. It is Perdozo that takes second position off of Jerome. Very good move from the A424 driver. Mario Perdozo is now into second place for the Alpine Endurance team for around 4 seconds to Ponce. It's really difficult to kind of tell what the gaps are because they're all over the place. Let me see if I can fix that in any way. Not gap to leader. Let's change it to gap to next. Maybe that will help a little bit. But it's kind of glitched. So, oh my goodness, this is just like all over. So don't even worry about the gaps. It's just all over the place. Meanwhile, Fritz is actually going up the field. Very good to see him closer towards the front. So that's the number 20 BMW. He's trying to chase down Mendoza in the sole Aston Martin Valkyrie on the field right now. That's the 009 car. There it is. Wonderful camera shot. The wonderful pan and wonderful transition there. He's trying to chase down Bradley Kennedy in the number 99 Proton Competition Porsche. It is the only 963 on the grid, by the way. Let's move down to the Van Wall on the grid. Nico Perez, our host for today. Big thank you to Nico for setting all this up and doing such a wonderful job with this tier and just with everything. He's a star. He knows how to do this. Frukov is trying to make that move on the Van Wall, so there's a fight here for 13th as it stands. Also, what happened to Jerome? He's down to 15th. What happened to Jerome? Is it glitched or is he actually down to 15th? He's retired. He's retired from this session. This third place sitter has retired from this race. Did not see that. Did he crash? What happened? Wow. I'm not sure. Oh, and wait. Oh, sorry. I thought Frukov retired as well, but nope. It's just Jerome. That is so unfortunate to see that the Peugeot driver has retired early on. Maybe some sort of mechanical issues of some kind. Not really sure. Let's catch back up with our leader. The gap is now has been extended because of Jerome retiring from this race. And it started to spread out. Remember, this is a sprint. Very, very quick. It goes by with the snap of your fingers. It's so, so quick. 36 minutes remaining of this Le Mans Ultimate Round 6 event here in Bahrain. This is outer Bahrain. We're calling this the Hypercar Sprint. Next season, viewers, we're going to have something a little similar. It's something that we will release. It's something we will announce as time progresses. Let me just say that we have really enjoyed the concept and the idea and the how much support has been for this mixed grid. This is what we see over in IMSA. IMSA has been super successful with it, of course. Other series have done it as well. But this change in format compared to the WEC or IGTC or whatever, IMSA does it where, oh, there's a car off the track. Hold on a second. That's Fritz in the BMW. The Soda Friskini almost hits the BMW there. Morowitz is okay. He continues on, but wow. Waltersdorf is now okay. He's chasing down the Ferrari for 6th position as it stands in the Soda Friskini, looking to extend Isoto Fraschini's margin in the championship. But yeah, looking pretty good. That was a very scary moment. But anyway, back to what we were saying about this grid. IMSA does it with a lot of their classes. You know, GTP and LMP2 have separate races. GT also had separate races over at VIR in Virginia with the GTD Pro and GTD classes. And it's just great to see. And I think we're going to continue that. Next season, though, let me just say that I think what we're going to do is we are going to... oh, there's a yellow flag. We're going to have a separate race for these two. So one race will be at one track, and then the other only class race will be at another track. We are interested in opening it up to LMP2 cars as well, but that hasn't been... we haven't figured out exactly how we're going to introduce those P2 cars. We need more drivers in order for that to happen. That would be cool if we got more. Dario Osorio looking for his next podium, and Cadillac's second podium in Bahrain. It seems Ponset is going away with this result. He's under pressure from the Porsche of Bradley Kennedy and Antonio Mendoza. So it's Cadillac versus Porsche versus Aston Martin for the podium. Maybe something similar from what we're going to see at Fuji later on in the day, for me at least, or maybe tomorrow for you. In the real-life World Endurance Championship. By the way, viewers, I'm not trying to promote anything, I'm just trying to give you an option here. If you're not familiar with who I am, I'm Formula Jonah. I'm LSR owner, LSR founder, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm also a content creator on endurance racing on YouTube, Instagram, etc. I go to races, I do content like literally religiously across every single day. I'm staying up till 12 o'clock doing content on WEC, IMSA, etc. And if you want a way to watch the WEC action, the real life stuff, come over to my channel, Formula Jonah. You can check out the watch party. You can check out a stream which we will be doing the entire race of data for the event. And I also got a couple other live streams, a couple other content. Just trust me, check it out. It's worth your time. Like I said, I'm not trying to promote anything, just trying to help you out and get you a source for watching WEC action. Otherwise, make sure to check out the WEC action live on FIAWEC.tv or HBO Max, J Sports, depending on where you are in the world, of course. Back to the action here in Lightning Speed Racing, though, otherwise known as LSR, of course. We have Cadillac, Alpine, Cadillac, Porsche, Aston Martin. That is the top 5 as it stands. The gaps continue to glitch as it stands. The Isotta Fraschini of Waltersdorf is right behind the Ferrari. Let's ride on board with the Isotta Fraschini. There we go. Very good angle. It's catching up to the Ferrari. Let's actually see if we can catch up with our leader of this race, Ponset. So in a bit, he's just about to lap Nico Perez. Oh, it almost makes contact actually with the Cadillac. You can see the Alpine in the background there. Let's actually take a look at the Alpine. Hold on a second. Nope, not that car. That's the other Cadillac. There we go. Whoa, look at that camera angle. That is cool. There's the second place sitter, Mario Perdozo, in the A424 from the French manufacturer Alpine. Next up, we have the 311 Cadillac. That's the Action Express Wheelin Cadillac. Osorio looking to chase down the Alpine. Let's ride on board with the Cadillac. Heading down into turn 1. He's going to be blocked a little bit by the 101 Wayne Taylor Racing Cadillac right ahead. That car should get out of the way heading into the second straight. This is a quick lap, by the way. On board with the 38 Cadillac of Honset, our race leader in the Le Mans Ultimate Season 3 Championship in Bahrain. We're going to go left instead of right compared to the F1 division. This is the outer loop, by the way. 38 Cadillac heads into a very tricky part of the track, if I'm being honest, into the chicane, the one and only chicane on the track. And then we're going to exit onto the normal F1 loop, onto a straight for the V Series R. Listen to that Cadillac roar, the 5.5 liter V8 engine in the back of that V Series R. Into the final turn. We come, usually turn 14, but it's a different layout, of course. And the Cadillac is going to come to the line to finish out a lap here in Bahrain for the Hypercar Sprint in Lightning Speed Racing. Okay, so Cadillac continues to lead. There's the other Cadillac on screen. Frukov P10 as it stands. It's not been the day for him. He started up at the front. The 50 Ferrari is down the order. By the way, viewers, we should be seeing pit stops coming in just a little bit. Some might be trying to go really, really far. Hayden asked what the pit rules are. You don't have to pit, I don't think. It's pretty chill. Do whatever you feel like. Do whatever if you can make it to the end, try and make it to the end. If you can't, you can't. You know, as simple as that. We're pretty chill here. It's not like that. If Hayden is listening in on this stream, and you're not in the Discord, please join. Contact me. I'm Formula Jonah or Nico Perez, either one of us. We'll get you set up with Le Mans Ultimate roles and all that sort of thing. Again, anybody that wants to join in for races, come on down to the Discord. Link in the description down below. You can also find the link over on our Instagram, Lightning Speed Racing. I believe it's here on the YouTube channel as well. And also, if anybody's interested in commentating like I'm doing right now, or joining me, or other commentators in LMU, please do so. We would really, really like some help. That would be very, very appreciated. On board with the 50 Ferrari from Mikhail Frukov, who won the championship last season and the season before. He's on the back of that Lamborghini. It's the battle for P9 as it stands. The final two points positions. Here comes the 499P. Frukov is closing, looking for the move to the inside line at turn 1, and he makes the move. The Lamborghini is going to back out safely. I believe maybe go a little bit around the outside, but Ferrari has that. Frukov stays ahead in the 50 car. By the way, there is 2 Ferraris in this race. The second car, I believe, let's take a look at the second car. Further up the order. There it is. It's in P6 as it stands. That's the 83 car. Daniel. Clockers, I believe that's his name, by the way. So Clockers. Daniel Clockers. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I mispronounced all of your names. Well, here's an excuse. I'm American. Waltersdorf is now chasing down the Ferrari in the Isotta Fraschini. Beautiful car, by the way. I worked with, like, helping out Isotta Fraschini quite some time. They worked out helping with me as well, and they were so friendly. I love this manufacturer. I love this team. I really was sad when they pulled out, unexpectedly, of course. And I've been talking with them, and I feel that, I feel that they might be ready to make a comeback soon. And I believe that it could be through the Asian Le Mans series. More on that in a legitimate video. But Isotta Fraschini's Marcus Waltersdorf is chasing down that Ferrari. 2 Italian cars going at it for P5 P6 as it stands. And Isotta looking for another big result. Speaking of the championship standings, because we've been talking about them a lot in this race. Let's actually take a look at the where's the other car? Aston Martin. Let's go on board with the 009 car. This is an awesome car, by the way. He says that fuel and tire wear are not on. Oh, so it seems that that's usually on. Those are usually on. If those are off, that means that Nico accidentally left them off or something like that. Or maybe something else. Also, I wanted to point out something. One car that did retire from this race, we didn't catch it, is the Glickenhaus. That is, I believe, Olney. He did not retire, though. He got disqualified. I'm not sure why. Maybe he stopped out on track for too long or something like that. But, yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at the championship standings. I would pull them up if I had it right now, but I don't. So, yeah, that's how it goes as it stands. But here, I'll just let you know quickly who's kind of leading the championship. Ponset is leading with 107.5 points. And then second place is Bradley Kennedy in the 99 Proton Porsche. Let's actually take a look at that Porsche. There it is. That's the 99 car. He's currently in second position. In the Manufacturers' Championship in Hypercar, it's Cadillac, 211 points. They've been so dominant. Porsche, our second. Isotta Fraschini, our third. That's what I was saying. Waltersdorf should probably get in to getting a rhythm in because Isotta Fraschini are in the fight. I'm hoping that Isotta can potentially fight for a maybe stronger points next season. Maybe we can get 2 cars on the grid. Also, is Shiro Jammers? Is that one of you guys in the comments below? Mason said, I got a drive-through on the start. Somebody hit me. Oh, dang it. That sucks. And it said I didn't serve it, but I went into the pit and it disqualified me. That sucks. That's stupid. Why would that happen? Oh, that's you. Okay, thank you so much for confirming that. So, real quickly, are you interested in competing in this Le Mans Ultimate tier as well? So are there 2 of you that want to race? So there's you, and then there's also Hayden, who's also racing in this division in the Lamborghini. Do both of you want to race? Because we would love anybody who wants to race. Get in a car, we'll get you in a race, no problem. I will set you up with roles. If you want to be a full-time driver, we can probably get you a full-time ride. If you want to be Hypercar or LMGT3, let me know. And I can get you all the information. By the way, we have about, let's see how much longer. We have about 22 minutes left of this session, 23 minutes or so. Yeah, Hayden and me want to join if possible. Yes! Wonderful to hear. Okay, so our season is almost done. I think there are 2 races left. Let me take a look. 2 races left, maybe 3? 2. There's 2 races left of Hypercar after this. Join in for those races if you like, and then next season we'll get you seats. If you want to race in Hypercar, let me know if you do. We can definitely get you seats, and if you want, we can get you on the same team as well. I'm sure you'd probably like that. Yeah, so 2 rounds left. Brazil, in 2 weeks' time, we have a break because next week is the LMGT3 only race, which we will be covering, of course. And then, of course, we have the Sao Paulo event, the 60 minutes of Sao Paulo, and then one huge race in Sebring, almost 2 hours. It's 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's on October 18th. And then we're going to get our Season 4 underway very quickly. We have so many people that have been wanting to join recently. So join in, race in those events. For if you want to be Hypercar, that's totally cool. If you want to be LMGT3, that's cool too. And then we'll get you in for a seat next season full-time. Like, we'll get you permanent seats. So, like, for example, if you want to drive for this team, Cadillac, then we will get you full-time Cadillac rides. Will you come in and you're like racing in the Cadillacs. So up at the front, oh, there goes the Lamborghini off the track a little bit. It's okay though. Ponset continues to lead with an extraordinary margin. I think he would have had competition if Frukoff didn't have his issues and Jerome didn't have his issue as well. He has been kind of in a league of his own though, and looks to be Cadillac potentially getting this win. In the 38 car, at least. I love this V-Series R. It is so, so cool. I've seen it in person, and it is just a wonderful car. You can hear it over the mountain. Same with the Aston Martin Valkyrie. You can hear both over the mountain. Another car that's going to sound really cool is the Genesis GMR 001, the LMDH from Genesis Magma Racing. It's coming in 2026. It will make its debut at another track in the Middle East, LSR, Qatar, of course. So it'll make its debut at the Qatar 1812 kilometer with the 2 cars from Genesis Magma Racing. And a lot of people don't know this, but the car numbers will be 10 and 11 from what I've heard. And from what I have kind of gathered, we know for a fact that 4 of the racers will be Andre Lauderer, Pipo Derani, Matthias Eupert, and Danny Hunkadea as well. The last 2 drivers, people have been saying like, oh, Jamie Chadwick's going to come in there, or somebody else from Genesis, or Jack Aiken because of his Korean roots, I believe. I think he's from South Korea, if I'm not mistaken, or at least his ancestry is from there. But I'm very confident, like 90% confident, that the 2 drivers, at least one of them, will be Stoffel Van Dorn. Van Dorn will be in at least one of those Genesis cars. That's my interpretation, at least, of it, and who I've talked to. I've talked with people in Genesis. I've talked with people in the paddock. I've talked with people, across, and that's the rumor right now. And then the second driver is rumored to be Paul Le Chatin, who's currently driving for Alpine. So a French driver and a Belgian driver will be racing for Genesis. That's as it stands right now. Filling that Alpine seat should be Antonio Felix Acosta. That's the rumor as it stands right now. It's been reported by Sportscar 365 and motorsport.com, as well as some other sources, which I can get later on. Morovitz has come into the pit lane from what it seems like. Unless he has stayed out a little bit longer than I was expecting, or spun, or something like that. But it seems that the majority of drivers aren't pitting. It'd be cool if there was like a mandatory stop. We're still in the learning stages with this one class only race. Of course, we did it last season. Last season, we had... Oh, sorry, the season before, we had only hypercars out on track when we began this. Season 2, we had LMGT3 and hypercar, but it ended up just being pretty much a terrible season because what happened was that, well, a lot of the drivers that we had flaked out. A lot of them just didn't show up, or something happened and they couldn't make it anymore, or something like that. Now, for season 3, we wanted to make sure that we gave some time between the 2 seasons, and we completely reinvented the season. We got new drivers. The grid is completely new, basically. There are a few returning drivers. You have drivers like Ponset, Frukov, Nico Perez, etc., who came back from the season before, the regulars from last season. But yeah, it is. It was something that we wanted to do, and it's taken off so much, and I'm so happy with how things are going. 17 minutes left of the Hypercar Sprint in Bahrain. 2 cars you see out on screen are the Van Wall and the Sota Fraschini. This is a sight you will probably never see ever in real life. This car, the Sota Fraschini, and the Van Wall, which is just up here. Yellow flag. What's going on here? What car is off the track? That is a Cadillac. It's this car right here, the 101, I think that is. Let's see. I'm trying to get closer. I believe that might be... I think that might be Thompson in the 101 Wayne Taylor Racing Cadillac. It is Thompson. So the Cadillac is there. Let's take a look at the different camera angles. You can see that Van Wall in the background there, and the Ferrari, actually. The Ferrari has got past. Let's take a look, actually, and see. Nico Perez is in a different view as it stands. There's so many camera angles on this game, by the way. I just love it. Frukov is up to what is P8 as it stands, chasing down Waltersdorf in the Isota Fraschini. Thompson gets out of the way, and then the Isota Fraschini is just right up the road. So currently, as it stands, Ponset leads by 30. Sorry, I can't tell what the gap is. It's just all over the place. Ponset leads. I don't know by how much, because LMU has messed up the gap so much. Perdozo second, Osorio third. The gap might stay the same. Let's take a look at the top runners, actually, real quickly. Where is Kennedy versus Osorio? Osorio's way up the field, actually. We haven't talked a lot about Samuel Pereira. I believe Pereira used to be driving the Van Wall, if I'm not mistaken. He's back on board the BMW, the 15 car. So great to see him back in the 15 BMW. He is racing here in the division for Hypercar, which is nice to see. I think that next season we're going to see a lot of drivers from LMGT3 progress into Hypercar as well. It's going to be great to see. We have someone like Yocker, who has been so quick in the Lexus. I could see him moving up to Hypercar. I could see him moving up to the main class of Hypercar and potentially being in the fight for the wins and championships there. We'll see. And of course, viewers, sorry, I was just getting some water there. Even though we have 15 minutes left of this one, we still have another race in Bahrain coming up next week for the LMGT3 grid. That will be wonderful to see. So the cars are going to be a lot slower. You're not going to see a Cadillac forcing its way past another car at like 15,000 miles per hour, like you just saw there, where it just zoomed past. You're not going to be seeing speeds like this. For example, the 311 Wheeling car. But we're still going to see some epic racing. You know, GT3 has been so competitive in recent years, and in LMGT3 as well. It has just been absolutely phenomenal to see how fast the GT3 division is, how competitive it is, and it's just wonderful. So we'll see how it goes. Currently, 4 retirements in this race: Toyota, Lamborghini, Glickenhaus, Peugeot, Drewy, Luna, Olney, sorry, Lenirad. That's the top, the 4 cars that are no longer with us in this race. Ponset leads, and Nico Perez concludes the field in the Van Wall. So that's the top 14 cars on track as it stands. I don't think that the runners in the least in the top 5 are going to be pitting. I don't think the majority of them will be coming into the pits. Let's take a look at another car. I think I just saw a battle going on. Morowitz and the Soda. Where's the Soda? Further up the order. Okay, so a long way to go still. I can't see them on the map because I deleted the map because it gets... See, here, let me tell you exactly why. I'll show you. If I put on the map, which is right here, it interrupts the leaderboard. And so it just comes in the way of the leaderboard, and you have this weird look of it. So that's why I don't have the track map on. But, yeah. Like, for example, it's interesting as we see Ponset lapping the Isotta Fraschini in P8 as it stands right now. That's the Cadillac that's leading this race. It's quite interesting. What you're seeing on screen right now, you see that leaderboard. I don't see that at all. I don't see any time. I don't see any leaderboard. I don't see anything like that. I'm going off of the live stream, and that's because of LMU. I'm using a different overlay. I could be using the actual LMU graphics, but I'm not. Me and our commentator who did Spa and Le Mans, great commentary, by the way, from Rekas, he and I have done a different overlay. Also, I want to say thank you to everybody who's joined so far in the stream. We got 10 live viewers right now. We've had a lot more that have joined as well. I'm the owner of Logix esports team. Whoa, that's cool. That's why I had the livery again. Sorry, didn't know we could not use it. Oh, you're all good. No worries. Like literally all good. Like we have we have no issues with it. We try and what we try and do is we don't really allow liveries because we like to have teams. You know, for example, like we got Ponset here in the 38 Cadillac. We like to keep it very realistic to the WEC. So like people from outside that are interested in WEC, they can recognize, oh, that's a Cadillac. Oh, that's the Hertz Team Jota Cadillac. That's the car. That's the factory car or whatever. So we have this car. We also have the 12 on the grid as well. We have, where is he? Alex Afonso. See, there's the 12, and then there's also the 38. It's coming over the crest right now. See, it's right there. So we have both Cadillacs, both full-time season Cadillacs on the grid, and it's just nice to see. These are the factory cars. These are the cars that are here. Speaking of the 12, it's going to let a lap car go through. That's the Ferrari, the 83 car of Dan. Dan's going to go through. Great points for Ferrari, I think, from Dan, so thank goodness for that. He's a reserve, so that's the reserve car. We don't usually see the 83 out on track. The 51 wasn't able to come. That's, I believe, Castillo in the 51 Ferrari. He's usually up at the top as well. There's actually quite a few drivers that weren't able to make today's race. We also had another quick driver, DC. He's usually up there. Porsche Penske Motorsport driver, of course. The Porsche Penske entries aren't even here today. And the number 5 car used to be Jerome when he was reserving for Porsche. Now he has switched to full-time Peugeot, so that's nice to see. But the 5 car is also usually on the grid as well. I think we had a 5 Porsche recently. So just to reiterate, we just have a little bit longer to go of this race. This race has been controlled from the start by Ponset. It could be back-to-back victories for the 38 the 38 Hertz Team Jota Cadillac. Here's the Whelen Cadillac, currently P3 on the grid. That'll be another podium for Cadillac with Whelen Engineering. Mario Perdozo, what a race from him. He's done amazing. Got past Jerome at the start and has pretty much stayed in second all race long. He hasn't quite had the pace as the Cadillac. Where is the Cadillac? I'm trying to find him on the grid. Oh my goodness. There's like so many cars. There he is. Ponset in the 38 car. He's just been on a different level. You know, he's been on a different level the whole race. He's been so quick. Frukov is usually his main rival, but Frukov had some issues today. Frukov's actually just off the order right there. It's usually Ferrari and Cadillac up at the top, and it's usually Jerome, who's usually up there as well. DC, some other drivers are Mario. You know, Mario's been pretty quick as well in recent races. And then, yeah, there's a couple others that are pretty quick at this game too. But yeah, these hypercars, wonderful to see them, but we will be saying goodbye to them for a week. They will come back for Sao Paulo. The hypercar grid will also disappear as well, so drivers like Ponset probably won't be racing next week. They get their break week. And then it's time for the GT3s to jump in. However, hypercar racers can reserve in LMGT3. It's the same situation as the... Oh, look at this. We have a wonderful side-by-side action between the two Ferraris for 6th and 7th. Frukov getting up the... getting to the inside and making the move on Dan. So Frukov up to 6th position. Recovery drive is working really well. Dan is going to stay in P7. Oh, Frukov goes a little bit off the track, though. Here comes Dan in the 83 car. He is... very, very quick. Let's take a look and see. He's closing on Frukov. The two Ferraris, same power. He's going to go down the inside. He takes the position, it seems. A little bit of contact maybe between the two. Here comes Ponset, the leader. The two still side by side. I was talking about something else, but this is a great battle. I have to talk about this. Still side by side. Dan trying to keep 6th. Remember, guys, you are teammates, even though this is a different team. This is Ferrari AF Corsa. This is AF Corsa. Even though it's basically all AF Corsa. So the 50 stays ahead. Frukov continues to lead. Nice battle between the two Ferraris here. Nice to see it. So P6 and P7, this would be huge for them. Big points for Ferrari in this race. Oh, Frukov goes wide, and Dan is back into 6th position. The two swap again. Cadillac and Ferrari are going to get major points here in Bahrain with these results. Cadillac are currently sitting P1 and P3. That'll extend their championship lead. And in Brazil, they should be getting the championship. I think they should be able to secure it. I don't think they'll be able to secure it here in Bahrain. Like I said, only 3 rounds left. 2 rounds, actually, after this one's completed. So Dan stays ahead for now. We'll keep an eye on this battle. But what I was saying earlier about the next race in LMGT3 is that if you are a hypercar racer, if you preferably race in hypercar or full-time, you can race in LMGT3 as a reserve. You can race there. Totally cool. The only thing we ask is that you pick, well, first off, you pick a car. That's what we need. As we see the battle continue, Frukov trying to go around the outside. I'll catch up with what I'm saying in just a moment. And it seems that he's trying to go around the outside, takes the move. And the Ferrari AF Corsa entry moves ahead of the AF Corsa entry. Dan is trying to come back at him, though this battle continuing on. Ferrari v Ferrari here in Bahrain on the outer loop in the Hypercar Sprint with just a few minutes left of this session. Dan in the 83 car riding on board as he chases down. But anyway, the point I was trying to make is that, yes, you can race if you're in LMGT3. Same situation, just reversed here for LMGT3 drivers. For example, Nico Perez, who races in the Lexus in GT3, is racing in Hypercar for the Vanwall team. So you're able to do that. You just can't, you can't qualify. That's the only thing we ask. We'll come out with data later on, and we'll get you all sorted for folks that want to do that. Dan is trying to make that move once again on Frukov. Remember, guys, you are teammates at Ferrari. You want to make sure you get Ferrari the biggest amount of points possible. 4 minutes to go in the Hypercar Sprint. It's been a quick race here in terms of endurance standards. But Ponset leads by 25 seconds, I believe, to Perdozo. Maybe 25? Can't tell. It's going all over the place. It says 16 one moment, then it says 4,455 seconds to the car. So, like I said, it's glitching. He's a ways ahead of Perdozo. We'll just say that. Top 5 is Ponset, Perdozo, Osorio, Kennedy, Mendoza, Aston Martin. Also going to get some great points here in Bahrain. Let's actually take a look and see with the Aston Martin car. Where's the Aston? There it is. It's been a great race for Mendoza, in the 009 Valkyrie. That car is qualified 3rd, by the way, in the WEC Fuji race. Could Aston Martin actually get a podium? That would be astonishing, considering this is their first season with the Valkyrie. Reminder, the Fuji race starts at 11 a.m. local time in Japan. So for me, for example, it's a very difficult situation because the race is actually on Saturday instead of Sunday. Today is Saturday for me, very early in the morning, so it's actually going to be in the night for me on Saturday. For people in Japan, it is the morning on Sunday. It's a very, time zones are just, that's how it goes, of course. A lot of people watching the stream, nice to see. Thank you so much for supporting. We got a lot of people that have tuned in throughout this broadcast. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain of the Bahrain Sprint in Hypercar. We will have another 45-minute race next week. Let's catch up with that Ferrari battle. What's going on with the Ferraris? They separated a little bit. Rukov's going to stay in P6 as it stands. I don't think Waltersdorf is going to have enough time to get past the second Ferrari, so he'll stay in P8. Lamborghini should be getting a point as well, which is nice to see. Haslam is going to get P10 from what it seems like, unless Pereira can make the move in the 15 BMW. You can see him just right here trying to catch up, but he's going to let the Ferrari by, so I don't know if that's going to be happening. Later today, we have the big race, the final race in Group 1 of Lightning Speed Racing. For those that are new to LSR and listening right now, LMU, believe it or not, is not our main tier. It's just a subdivision or a sub tier in LSR. We mainly have the F1 racing. We're going to be going to Australia in Melbourne, of course. First up, we have Group 1, the fastest division, the top division, streamed by Vacant Haddock. He's the Group 1 manager, of course. He's going to be streaming later today at, I think in about 3 hours or so. That's when the Group 1 race will be happening. Tomorrow we have 2 F1 races for the other 2 divisions. Group 2, which is the second division, Tier 2 in other words, and Tier 3, Group 3, which is where I'm racing. And that will be tomorrow, Sunday. And that'll be great to see. We should be adding a 4th division next season as well for 12. But we'll see how that goes. Still a long way to go till that. We still need to kind of catch up on everything. Yellow flag in, let's see, might be for a car going a little bit wide or something like that. Don't know. No change at the top. But let's catch up with our leader, the 38 Cadillac. What a race it's been for Ponset in the 38 car. He has been on fire for Hertz Team Jota across the entire race. He started on pole position and has led the race on every single lap. And that's, like, truthfully honest. It's not, there's no pit stops involved here. It was just straight up to the end of this race. From start to finish, he has led. What a dominant performance from Antoine Ponset. Second win in a row. He won at Spa in the big race. He's going to win here in Bahrain. So, in the Hypercar Sprint, that was a quick race. But it's all celebrations at Cadillac. Hertz Team Jota. Ponset is going to flash the lights as he comes across the line to win the Hypercar Sprint here at Bahrain. What a result for Cadillac. Hertz Team Jota. Second place will go to, let's see, where's the Alpine? There it is, Mario Pertozzo. What a result for him. Second place. That is huge points for the French manufacturer. Third place, he's been third many times, but now he is finally a place higher in second. Cadillac formation to the finish for third position for Osorio. What a result for him. Third, I think third podium of the year. Want to catch up with, where is our winner of this race? I don't see him, but it doesn't really matter. I think he was doing some donuts for a little bit. I would have liked to see that, but unfortunately we didn't. The Aston Martin comes across the line to finish in T5. Finally, the Van Wall is the last car to come across the line. What a result for everybody. What a race. Brilliant performance from everybody today in the Hypercar field. What a success that has been. And these guys are going to deserve a break next week. And then we're going to head to Brazil for the second to last round of the season before heading to Sebring in North America and Florida to wrap up this championship. What a race. Congrats to Ponset on the win in the Hypercar Sprint, as we're calling it. Next time out, we're heading to Bahrain again for a different loop, but it is the LMGT3 fight. And it's going to be epic for sure. It's going to be really epic. It's called the GT Challenge as well. I would show the race results, but I can't seem to find them. So yeah, we can't seem to find the race results. So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching this one. That was the Hypercar Sprint in Bahrain. Ponset wins this excellent race that we had. Thank you all so much for watching. And tune in later today for the F1 divisions. Next week, it's time for the GT3s to have their action in Bahrain for the GT-only event. It's going to be phenomenal. But I'm Formula Jonah, your commentator, host for today. Hope you all enjoyed. Contact me if you have any questions, of course. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next one. See you later.